Good morning, fourth graders. It is so great to be back in the classroom with you today, even if it is just through video. I'm hoping everyone had a wonderful weekend and that you're ready to work and do your best this week. If you do not have your whiteboards and whiteboard material at your desk, if you would quietly get up and get that right now so that we can prepare for this math lesson. Once all of your whiteboard material is at your desk, Mrs. Osborne is going to do some review with you of measurements and give you your speed drill. Once those have been completed, I will come back with you and I will finish this lesson with you today. All right, so as you can tell from the picture that is on the board in front of you, that we are going to be reviewing perimeter today. Now, you've been working on perimeter for the last 2 days, so this should not be anything that is new for you today. However, I want to make sure that you are completely familiar and comfortable with the formulas for finding the perimeter of a rectangle and the perimeter of a square. The perimeter of a rectangle contains two parts. One is the length, which is the two long sides on the top and bottom, and the width, which are the two shorter sides on the right and the left. So length is always across the top, whether it's shorter or longer, and width is always on the right and the left. So the perimeter of a rectangle is perimeter equals 2 times length plus 2 times width. Repeat that with me, please. Perimeter equals 2 times length plus 2 times width. Very good. Now say it once on your own. Excellent. So let's look at this example that we have on the board. For instance, if we were to make the width here 2 inches by 2 inches, and you'll just have to excuse the drawings for a little bit. I'm doing the best I can with what I have, so you can laugh at my writing later. So we have a perimeter of a rectangle that is 3 inches by length and 2 inches by width. So to solve this problem, when a number and a letter are next to each other, it means that we're going to multiply. So we don't need to put in the multiplication symbol, but as we're writing this out for the first few days, we do. So if I'm doing length first, I would be doing, sorry for that. So what we're going to do is we're going to do length. So length would be 2 times 3 because the number and letter are next to each other. Class, what is the product of 2 times 3? 6 would be correct. So now let's go to the width. It would be 2 times what, class? 2 would be correct. And 2 times 2, the product is, class, 4. So now I have to add those together. What is 6 plus 4? Correct. The answer would be 10. And if we were dealing in inches or yards, we would make sure that we put the measurement that we are working with. So let's just check this with addition. 3 plus 3 is, and 2 plus 2 is, and 6 plus 4 equals 10. So 2 times length, which was the 3, and 2 times width, which was the 2, gives us 6, 4, and a total of 10 inches on the perimeter. So let's say that formula again. P equals 2 times length plus 2 times width. All All right, moving on to the next screen. We're looking at the P equals 4S. Now, once again, tell me what it means when there is a number and a letter next to each other. What process are we going to perform? Correct. Multiplication would be our process. Now, how many sides does a square have? Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4. So our perimeter of a square would be 4 times S, and S equals the side. So if this side is 5, what would this side be? 5, and here 5 and 5. So to do the formula, perimeter equals 4 times S, the S would be what number? 5. And what is the perimeter of my square? What is the product? The product is 20. And again, this would be 20 inches or 20 feet or 20 yards. We would put the measurement in that's given by the drawing. So what is the formula for a square, class? Very good. Now, I would like you to take your whiteboards and I would like you to solve this first problem right here, the length and width of a rectangle. So let's say the formula for the rectangle. Begin. Perimeter equals 2 times length plus 2 times width. All right, so I'm going to give you a moment on your whiteboards to solve that problem. All right, I'm going to assume at this point that we have this work completed. So class, what was the length of our rectangle? Yes, the length would be 50 feet. Can you tell me, Wesley, what the width of our rectangle would be? If Wesley is not there, Melvin, answer for me. Assuming we said 36 feet. So class, what does that make the rectangle perimeter for this rectangle? 86 what? 86 feet would be absolutely correct. All right, let's say what the perimeter for a square is. What is that formula, class? Perimeter equals 4 times S. So while you do it on your whiteboard, let's have Jace come and do it at the board. So just make this a little bit simpler for me. How many times did we have to multiply 3? We multiplied it 4 times because our formula is P equals 4 times S. And that would give us a product of what? 52 yards. Give yourselves a hand if you were able to figure out those two formulas. Now, fourth graders, it's very important that you remember these formulas because very soon we're going to add an additional 1 or 2 formulas for another type of geometry measurements. And so you need to make sure that you know these. Now, in your workbook, turn to page 281. At the very top at number 1, it says find the perimeters of these scale drawings. Remember, that means that they're not really the length that they are, because obviously that's not 5 yards across on the yellow, because that would be 15 feet, and that would be too much to put on the page. So we're going to use addition, however. So very simply, in a closed shape, in a polygon that is a closed shape, all you would have to do is add the numbers. But we do know that multiplication can be quicker, and so we need to make sure we know the formula as well. But if that happens and you need to just add, then that's what we're going to do. So I would like for JL to come do letter A. I would like for Caleb to come do letter B. I would like Giovanni to come do letter C and Leilani to do D. Mrs. Osborne, if any of those students aren't there today, feel free to choose someone else. Everyone else, I want you to do all of those questions in your book. This is just adding, so it shouldn't take us very long. And I'm going to assume at this point that we have that work completed and that you can check your book as the answers are read. We have 14 yards, 20 yards, 78 feet, 78 feet. Now, as we go on to looking at section 2, this time you're going to use the correct formula. So, class, tell me, what is the formula for a square? Correct. Perimeter equals 4 times S. So let's do number 1 together. Write out what needs to be there and what the answer would be. So for letter A, we should have had 3 times 4, or 4 times 3 equals 12 yards. All right, let's do letter B. We should have done that one quite quickly. 21 times 4 would give us 84 inches. And the next problem in this section is perimeter of a rectangle. So let's say that formula. Perimeter equals 2 times length plus 2 times width. So let's complete that problem now. And the answer would be 16 feet. All right, so give yourselves a hand if you figured out your perimeter of a square and perimeter of a rectangle. Now as you look at section 3, again, this is a review. We count those lines by twos. So let's just count this thermometer already all the way up. Begin 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30. So we're counting by twos and we're starting with the lowest number at the bottom of the thermometer. So let's just do this one together and the rest of them you will do on your own. So let's begin. 20, 22, 24, 26. Oh, it can't be 26. It doesn't go all the way to 26. So it comes between 24 and 26, which would make this thermometer what temperature, class? Sorry about that. It flipped back on me one. Let's see if I can get it to go back where it was. One moment. Sorry. There. Oh, nope. It went all the way out. All right. Just like we have issues at the one at school sometimes, this one gave me a momentary issue. There we go. We're back. So we should have the number 25. All right, go ahead and finish this section as well as any of the other review work that you have on these pages until Mrs. Osborne tells you it's time to go on to the next lesson, period. It was great being in class with you today, and I hope to see you a little bit later as well. Have a good rest of your day.